Great news for Indian women's cricket. The women's IPL, well, they're going to go through the roof. The media rights have been bought by a sister channel of ours, our digital wing. And so lots of money is going to be pumped into the women's game. In fact, they're going to get something like 7 crores per match with this new deal, which means that they will earn in one game what we earn in about 12 years of this show. It's called The Week That Wasn't. Folks, good news. Molestation is up in North India. Sorry, I didn't mean good news. I'm just saying this is the news. Not because of sexual frustration. Molestation is up because people are feeling cold, so hugging becomes a priority. You're walking in Chandni Chowk, you're like, hey, ma'am, 1 minute. In fact, a lot of men's sexuality comes into question at a point like this. In fact, take a look at this video. Now, Mathosh here is happily married to Mrs. Mathosh, but...
Let's go.
Look, we didn't doctor the footage. We run the camera before the show. Our guys do their thing. And when I mean do their thing, they do their thing. No judgment. I'm a liberal. Not really. To be safe and happy with the government, I'm center. Beach mein. Beacho beach mein. All right. Blame the cold in North India, right, folks? That's always a good idea for everything. Speaking of which, the Mumbai metro work not completed on time. Well, the blame is being put on the cold wave in North India. Don't look for a correlation. I mean, they have to blame someone. Now, what else can we do? Just blame it, man. Shiv Sena was doing it in the 60s. North India, they are responsible. Actually, WhatsApp messages are also less in North India as well. And that's because people don't have gloves. So, it's tough to actually work your fingers on that little machine, you know. Yeah. Except, of course, the cricketers going out to bat. I mean, if they're carrying their phones with them, that'll be easy. In Delhi, work is at 50%. Oh, I'll tell you why. That's because odd and even days have been replaced with cold and warm days. Cold days, you can't go to work. And on warm days, actually, why work on warm days and waste the sunny day? Yaar? Come on. The cold in UP proper was a little special, a little different. It gets so cold there that even Mayawati's statues, whichever are left, have to be covered. Although I want to ask the dear CM, why cover the whole statue? Now, if the statue is feeling cold, face shouldn't be covered. You just cover like that. I mean, that's too much. Rumor has it that CM Kejriwal had to resume shopping for a muffler. Also, it was so cold that this started again. I missed that. It's been so many years. Seems to have got homeopathy. Some cure is there. By the way, the coldest place in India is Dras, located at Kargil town, Ladakh. Oh, wait. I've just been corrected. Breaking news. The coldest place in India is in your local MLA's heart. Who said that? Who? Don't just rubbish politicians for no reason. That's a wrong thing to do. I apologize. Last week, Peru declared state of emergency in Lima. Over 42 people who are protesting being killed. Oh, there's no joke there. Only telling you this to give you a respite from the cold wave. Too much about cold wave in India, so it's something little different. Lots more coming up, but first the headlines. Legal fraternity versus government. Makki makes it to the world's terrorist list. And how to stay for free in 5-star hotels. All right then, before we go into our top story, great news for me. Where I live, there was no VIP movement all week. And I want to thank Eknath Shinde, our Supreme Leader of Maharashtra, because he was in Davos at the same time. So we were safe and were able to go up and down without any trouble. Also, the Prime Minister was in town. I was very worried about that. But luckily, he didn't come to the business class area. He went to economy only. Who said Andheri? Andheri is not economy. It's economy premium. Okay, time to go to our top story. Now, some members of the Supreme Court, I have their names here on my hand, but out of fear, I will not mention them. This week, they accused the government of political interference in the system to appoint judges to the upper courts. Wow. See, the Union Law Minister wrote the Supreme Court a letter suggesting that the court should add a government rep to the collegium that appoints judges for the Supreme Court and High Courts. Bit like a third umpire telling the two umpires what to do. Third umpire is above the two umpires. Joining us to discuss the impact of this is leading Supreme Court lawyer. I've never heard of him, but I've heard of these names though. Soli Nariman Lawyer. Mr. Soli Nariman Lawyer.
Yes, please.
Just wanted your opinion on the matter
Mr.
of...
Broacha, Please do not use the word opinion so loosely.
Oh, I'm really sorry about that.
There are several kinds of opinions. What kind of opinion do you need?
But I did not know there were several kinds of opinions, to be frank.
Of course there are. Are you asking my professional evaluation regarding legal issues in a particular situation? Or are you asking my opinion about whether I prefer chicken dhansak on Sunday mornings instead of mutton dhansak?
Actually, I'd like the answer to both these opinions. You've tossed my mind here for a second. Very good questions.
Be sure, because one opinion is high in cost and the other opinion is high in cholesterol.
We let the viewer figure that one out because that's a toughie. That's 50-50 either way. For now, I wanted to discuss this controversy about a government rep interfering in the selection of Supreme Court judges.
Yes, exactly. What does the government think? Is it so simple to appoint judges? The judges are selected through a process of a collegium. It is not like we sit at a Parsi wedding and say, I choose the Patrani Machi and let's avoid the Sasma Machi.
Yeah, but they don't give you Saas and Patrani Machi at the same time. Normally they give you one or the other. As far as it's very rare to see both because fish is expensive. But I'm sure it's a far more in-depth process.
It is much more than just in-depth. An in-depth discussion is whether prawns taste better in Kolmina Patia or in Kolmina Curry Chawal. This is a highly qualified, considered decision.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I prefer the patio. I'm always for that. But this is me. Anyway, you were saying?
This is not a place for government to flex their muscles. This is a collegium, not a gymnasium.
Yeah, of course, the gymnasium I go to, there's nobody with muscles. There's one guy comes with glasses and does a hand this way and a leg that way and sits on a mat for 15 minutes. So, I don't know, your metaphors are all over the place for me.
This is not a place to keep your old and loyal friends. As I said, this is a collegium, not a sanatorium.
No, but what about outsiders? I mean, if not having a say, at least sort of witnessing the process, so we can see what's happening.
You want people to come and watch what is happening? It is a collegium, not an auditorium.
Yeah, but if there's some transparency,
Transparency! If you want transparency, you don't go to a collegium, you go to an aquarium.
To see naked fish? But if you look outside of yourselves, you might find a star lawyer who could one day become a star judge.
The collegium is not interested in stars. If you are interested in stars, you should visit a planetarium, not a collegium.
And definitely not this studio, because there ain't no stars here. Now, please don't get upset, sir, but isn't it always better to have a better mix of people in a democracy? You experiment with different people so you can have different reactions.
If you want different reactions, you experiment with potassium, calcium, uranium, sodium, titanium, radium, plutonium and aluminium. Not with collegium.
It's like talking to Putin. So why are you so close? Why are you so upset?
Because if you mess with the collegium, it will become a contagium, and the wrong stratagem, a failing condominium, a protruding sodopodium, and a weak myocardium. And above all, a huge pandemonium.
All right. I will not argue with your knowledge of the language, obviously, but I won't ask you any further questions. Thank you so much for that.
Good. By the way, what is your opinion?
Sorry, on the collegium.
Not at all. On what one should have on Sunday morning. Chicken dhansak or mutton dhansak?
Well, morning I have eggs, like all Parsis. And afternoon I also have eggs, but mutton dhansak over chicken dhansak. I don't want to, this is really not a conversation. This is actually a stupid point. There's no one they have chicken dhansak, but they can't get mutton dhansak. That's the way it works, all right? So, never ever mention this. You may be a very learned judge and all that, or learned lawyer, but for God's sake, when it comes to dhansak, let's stick to the old is gold. All right, let's check in on the Congress with regards to BJY, the Bharat Jodo Yatra. We have a PR person from the party standing by because it's sort of going on. And sometimes it gets hidden by the media for whatever reasons. Mr. Manish Amanpur, are you there?
Min.
Min? Sorry, Min? Min what?
No, Min. Call me Min, not Manish. It's too long.
Oh, right. Min. Okay. Right. So, Min, how is the Bharat Jodo Yatra going?
Well, I suppose that's the right word.
Which word?
Going. It's going. Going and going. All
right, very droll, very funny. But seriously, that's a good response. You walked through Haryana, you walked through Punjab. Recently, lots of support?
And relatives.
What?
Lots of support and relatives. My mom's uncle side is from Ambala, so great chance to catch up. Veena Kaur, Jagupa, Jimmy, Bunty, Lucky, and Vicky, of course, and Happy.
Really?
Yeah, especially Vicky.
Vicky, what's special about Vicky?
That's Jagupa's Labradoodle. So sweet. I love him.
Right, okay. I mean, do you have pictures? Shall we stop here and take a look? What about the great response to Rahul Gandhi, sir?
Yes, the main objective has been reached.
Which would be?
Everybody knows who is he.
Ah, I see.
And also with the long beard and politicians will start appearing the same. So you're not sure which party you're supporting.
Mishmash of politicians.
Yes, like the Indian cricket team, all those unshaven boys can't tell one from the other. So tough to pick and drop, you know.
I think I like your thinking. So you've created confusion in the mind of the electorate.
I like to think of it as a disruption.
A disruption. Okay. And for you on a personal level?
Well, I have some sad news.
Oh, really? What is it?
I resigned from the party yesterday.
Resigned? Why?
I mean, don't get me wrong, I support the party and all that.
Yeah, but?
But every single press conference, when I say the phrase Bharat Jodo Yatra, someone corrects me and says Jodo, and I say Jodo. That's what I said, Jodo, Bharat Jodo Yatra. So I don't know what's the wrong. It's too much Jodo. What I'm saying is Jodo, and they're telling me to call it Jodo. So I don't know. I don't get it. What is the difference between Jodo and Jodo?
Okay.
You tell me what it is. You tell me.
Okay, it's sounding vulgar. It's a Jodo.
You see, Jodo.
I think it's Jodo.
Jodo.
I think the tongue goes up and Jodo.
Bharat Jodo.
Judo is of course a martial art. It's not that. It's totally different. Jodo. Maybe like Japanese. Jodo. Hey, Jodo. Try Japanese. Jodo.
No. It's not judo. It's not jadoo. It's Jodo. Bharat Jodo. Bharat Jodo Yatra. It's simple. It's very Jodo. Simple. It's very simple.
Ah, very good. All right, people, enough of all that. Now we have a serious piece of news, a really important one. The United Nations Security Council, UNSC, this week placed Abdul Rehman Makki. That's the name. Okay, forget Jodo, this is Makki. Brother-in-law of LET chief Hafiz Saeed on its list of global terrorists. Makki, with the help of ISI and the Pakistan deep state, planned and orchestrated the 26/11 Mumbai attacks, apparently. Let's go straight to Abdul Rehman Makki's den in Pakistan and try and find him. That's right. Anyone can find him. It's that easy. I don't think this is Makki. This is probably some Sangeet going on. Excuse me. Abdul Rehman Makki. Hello. Abdul Rehman Makki.
कौन है?
I wanted you.
बिरादर, गाना बंद करो. कौन आया है हमारा मजाक खराब करने के लिए? गोली मार दो उसे, गोली मार दो.
This guy looks so familiar. He's even a terrorist now. I just want to ask you a few questions.
तू कौन है मुझे सवाल पूछने वाला? I am the great Abdul Rehman.
Makki?
ओए नो यारा, I am the great Abdul Rehman खटमल. खटमल मक्खी से भी ज्यादा डेंजरस, ज्यादा खतरनाक होता है.
Wow.
अगर मैं आपके बिस्तर में घुस गया तो पूरे घर में तबाही मचा सकता हूँ.
That's not a visual I appreciate, sir. I have been married 22 years and proud. Look, you look a bit like a bed bug, frankly.
Thank you for the compliment.
Fair enough. So what was all this music, celebration, that strange guy behind you? What was all that about?
ये हमारा लश्कर तौबा का सेलिब्रेशन चल रहा है.
What celebration?
हमें आपको पहले से समझाना पड़ेगा.
Okay, I have the time. I have all the time. Go on.
तो हमारे यहाँ लश्कर तौबा में जब कोई नया छोटा जवान बच्चा आता है तो हम उसे लश्कर नर्सरी में दाखला देते हैं.
Okay, this is going to be a long one, folks. Lashkari nursery.
हाँ जी बिल्कुल. फिर वो थोड़ा बड़ा हो जाता है, बंदूक चलाना सीख जाता है, तब हम उसे लश्कर प्राइमरी में दाखला देते हैं.
My God, as far as stand-up comedy goes. Go on.
फिर थोड़ा और बड़ा हो जाता है और वो अच्छी अच्छी बातें सीख लेता है।
Can't wait. What अच्छी बात है?
अच्छी बातें, औरतों से बुरा सलूक कैसे किया जाता है, या जब वो औरतों को मारना सीख जाता है तब हम उसे लश्कर सेकेंडरी में दाखिला दे देते हैं।
You're up one more step. Good. I cannot believe I'm even hearing this conversation though, but I'm enjoying it.
लश्कर सेकेंडरी के बाद आरडीएक्स के बारे में सीख जाता है, थोड़ा बहुत दहशत फैलाना सीख जाता है, तो हम उसे लश्कर अंडर ग्रेजुएट डिग्री में दाखिला दे देते हैं।
Wow, looks like the equivalent to 10 plus 2 plus 3 plus maybe 1. Just asking.
फाइनली वो फुल ग्रेजुएट हो जाता है और हम उसे आतंकवादी के रूप में इंडिया भेजते हैं,
इंडिया भेजते हैं.
पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन के लिए फील्ड ट्रिप।
What has all this got to do with the United Nations Security Council, sir?
ओह शट अप, गोली मारू क्या? अरे जब तक मैं ना बोलूं गोली मत चलाना, ठीक है? तुम क्या पूछ रहे थे?
No, I was asking why were you celebrating with all the music and stuff with this shosha in the background?
क्योंकि यूनाइटेड नेशन सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल ने हमारे दिल के जिगर मक्की भाई को ग्लोबल टेररिस्ट के लिस्ट में शामिल किया है।
So the Lashkar is proud of that.
ऑफ कोर्स, क्योंकि नर्सरी, प्राइमरी, सेकेंडरी, इंटरमीडिएट, ग्रेजुएशन और पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन के बाद यूनाइटेड नेशन सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल के ग्लोबल टेररिस्ट लिस्ट में शामिल होना लश्कर तैयबा यूनिवर्सिटी में पीएचडी मिलने के बराबर है, और इसीलिए हम सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं।
Okay, I get it. So it's the equivalent of basically when you get on the Lord's board for getting 5 wickets or a century, or Wimbledon board for winning the Wimbledon.
अरे ये कुछ भी बक रहा है, गाना बजाओ।
Can we request songs? Can I ask for one? Huh? Sapna Mera. I want to change my dream. All right, folks, we have to take a quick break. While we do change your dream, when we come back, attractive people will appear on the show. Actually, during the break, they appear, then it's us again. Okay, welcome back to the week that wasn't. Enough talk about politicians. Let's talk about something else. Rats. Hordes of rodents invaded a shrine in Puri, folks, last week. And right now, the blame game is on. So far, what community the rodents come from has not been established. Yes, that's Gopal's pet doggy that you just saw. Pakistani media started praising our PM. Oh, so it's not just the Indian media who's been bought. Oh, just kidding. Strike that off the record. Just kidding. That's rubbish. Lies. Right. Shah Rukh Khan's Pathan trailer was showcased on the iconic super high Burj Khalifa. In fact, it's so tall a structure that it gives a new meaning to balcony ticket. Oh, and for the record, no one is called Kiran in the film. Interesting name. It can be male or female. Kiran. All right. Posing as a member of the UAE royal family, or rather an employee of the royal family, a fraudster stayed at Leela Palace, New Delhi. This is a true story from August 1st to November 20th. Yes, I had no work then, so I was jotting down details. And he left without clearing his dues. He's been on the run, but we tracked him down. I don't know how we are able to do this, because our investigative journalists are the best. Hello, sir.
Hey, Mr. Ghafoor.
That's your name?
No, I can't say my real name, Habibi.
Obviously, because the police will catch you.
No, because my wife will catch me.
Right. Okay, that's I understand. So, Mr. Ghafoor,
Actually, Habibi, my real name is Rashid Bilal.
Huh? But you're saying your real name.
Sorry, my name is Mr. Shahid.
But you first said your name is Mr. Ghafoor.
No, Habibi, that's my fake name. My real name is Rashid Bilal.
Again, you did it. You just said your real name.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, just take a pause for a second. Whatever your name is, you made an unpaid bill of 23 lakhs, but actually I'm told the total
35 lakhs. I stole silver and gold and furniture.
So total pending bill is 35 lakhs from the Leela Palace, Delhi.
Yes, but now no one can catch me.
Why? What do you mean? Where are you now? Where are you hiding?
I am in Taj Mahal, Mumbai.
You're telling me? Okay, really?
For next 3 months.
All right, okay, you should be safe then. All right.
Excuse me, Habibi. Hello. Can you send me one vada pav with zatar chutney?
Right. Might be tough. Ask for tandoori roti crisp. They make a very good crisp one. Yeah, yeah. It's also cheaper. I mean, later on, you'll have to pay for your sins. That's all I'm saying. All right. People. Kaneez is back. So good to have her back. Of course, she's not always going to be here. Let me just talk to her right now. We have her in the studio. I'm just going to address the issue. There's a slight controversy. Kaneez, great to have you back. Great to have you back.
Cyrus, it's so good to be back, but I'll be honest with you, I missed my flight yesterday, so I had to kill some time today till the next one was available.
Right, always trying to be funny. Fair enough. Kaneez, there's such a huge demand for you. I got to be open and praise you here for a second. Huge demand from our viewers for you.
Obviously, of course, like I've been on this show.
No, one sec. I have a point here I'm trying to make. And the point is that you show up out of the blue, then you whet the viewers' appetite. They want to see more of you as a consequence. But then you disappear again.
No, I understand, and I really want to apologize, but I do have a solution. Here's the thing, I will be coming in and out. You don't know when you're going to see me, but in the meantime, I have a wonderful substitute. Here's my khas dost, my chaddi buddy.
Nice. So chaddi buddy, you're saying. Can you introduce him to us? Let's have a look.
Matosh, please put your hands together if you're at home.
Namaskar.
Oh, this is the chaddi buddy.
Yes, hello. So he will be doing the weather report as substitution for me. Please, try karo pehla, then we'll see how we can continue.
Words fail me.
Yes, no. So he will be doing it in English. I think we do need to move more towards the English-speaking language. तो आप इंग्लिश में बात करने पड़ा क्योंकि हम अभी ये इंग्लिश शो है क्योंकि सिर्फ साउथ बॉम्बे लोग देखता है
मैं थोड़ा सा इंग्लिश ट्राई करूँगा
हाँ प्लीज आप इंग्लिश में बोल सकते हैं ये लाइन
हेलो फ्रेंड्स टुडे नॉर्दर्न टेररिज्म winds rising at 450 kilometers an hour took a strangely hold on Milky Way, leaving an elderly trail of gold dust almost pixelating the stranger's statues with undelivered magnet wave outage.
Great. So good. Beautiful.
Thank
You are आप महा है
बहुत धन्यवाद
आप धन्यवाद
आपने मुझे आपका शो दे दिया
ने आप थैंक यू आपने शो दे दिया मैंने
So if that wasn't enough, here is Matosh practicing his art. And when I mean practicing, I mean long way to go.
Hi friends, knock knock.
Who's there?
Shakespeare.
Oh, Shakespeare who?
No, shake, Pia, mango shake is my favorite shake.
क्या इतना हाइट पे था अपना शो आज इट वाज सो हाई एंड डूइंग सो वेल एंड देन योर टाइमिंग वाज सो ऑफेंसिव सो अगली सो वल्गर द वे यू गॉट एवरीथिंग रॉन्ग दिस इज अ सिंपल लाइन ट्राई इट अगेन नॉक
Knock.
हु इज देयर
Shakespeare.
शेक्सपियर हु
Shake, milkshake ना.
अबे idiot you gave it away by doing Shakespeare in the beginning you do Shakespeare the second time it's supposed to be Shakespeare the poet first time second time it turns to Shakespeare the sharbat now do it again knock who's there Shakespeare who
Shakespeare.
Is there any other work we can get you to do? Because I feel that now there's no future in this completely. तो साफ सफाई का कोई है? Folks, the way I look at it is, okay, so we lose Kaneez. But if by losing Kaneez, we also lose Matosh, then maybe two negatives make a positive. So I'm trying to look at this positively. It's like if Kohli sacrifices his wicket, but India wins the match. Then, you take that beating. What they call it, take one for the team. So we want you to take one, and by one we mean Mr. Matosh. Take that one and go. Take him to America. Let America suffer the greatness of this man. They need to. They need to know what his life in India really like. And I mean really like, folks. Matosh may or may not be back next week. Kaneez definitely won't, but we will. Sorry.
And then but when he starts should I get out
एक प्रॉप माहिती ना कुठे
We can start, I think.
Where do we take it from?
हाँ चलो कट टू साइरस
Okay.
प्लूटेनियम एंड ऑल
Don't get into anything else.
लेट हो किधर गए
I love when you guys give me one line of what and then we go from there